Chag Sameach, everybody. Happy holiday, happy Pesach, happy Passover, a Zisen Pesach, a sweet Passover, a Chag Sameach v'kasher, a happy and fit Passover season. Wow, it's so nice to celebrate Passover again year after year, our festival of freedom, a reminder of how we were enslaved in Egypt and how God, through miraculous means, brought us out of Egypt and into our promised land. I have wonderful memories of Passover growing up as a boy. My favorite and most meaningful memories were when we always did Seder at my grandma and grandpa's house, my mom's parents of blessed memory. All the family sitting around the table, of course, the young kids, all the cousins. We were at the children's table, but grandma and grandpa made it so special and incorporated the kids. And my favorite part of the Seder was always looking for the afikomen. What child doesn't like looking for the afikomen? And my grandfather always had silver dollars for all the kids. Whoever found the afikomen got extra silver dollars. And everyone else always got something, always got at least one silver dollar, and whoever found it got multiple silver dollars. But that was my most meaningful memory growing up. And as an adult, my most meaningful memory was when I married my wife, Ava, and her family are all Sephardic, and their customs of Passover are a little bit different than us Ashkenazim. There's different foods, different kind of charoset, which I absolutely love and adore. It's made with lots of raisins, so it's thick, it's pasty. It's not this Ashkenazi recipe of apples, nuts, and cinnamons. It's an apple, but there's lots of raisins in it, along with the nuts and the wine, and it's delicious. And my father-in-law, blessed memory, always did. My wife's grandfather was a Sephardic rabbi, and my father-in-law learned from his father. And the Seders were always conducted not only in Hebrew and in English, but also in Ladino, the language of Sephardic Jews. Just like Yiddish is the language of Ashkenazic Jews, Ladino is the language of Sephardic Jews. And I learned how to recite the 10 plagues and some of the blessings in Ladino, which I didn't know. And that was always a joy. And there were some other customs my father-in-law would emulate around the table. Going out of Egypt, you would literally put the matzah on your shoulder and you would have to walk around the table like you were literally coming out of Egypt yourself. So there were wonderful memories of doing the Seder, and for my kids, learning Ladino, learning the beautiful Sephardic cuisine that we share and enjoy so much. So for me, these are the memories of Passover that we've integrated into our house and our home and with our children. So I've mixed the best of Ashkenazi tradition and Sephardic tradition, and it's a joy to celebrate Passover every year. I look forward to it. And I hope all of you have a healthy and a wonderful and a very happy Passover festival. Take care.
My favorite Passover tradition is no doubt Who Knows One, the song at the end of the Seder, where I would compete with family members throughout my life to see who could go through it the fastest. And then as I started to major in Judaic studies and then become a rabbi, I would win because I'd be able to do it the fastest. So, but it was super fun, and we had so much fun, and it was at the end of the Seder, so we were full and tired, and it was really great. So all the kids in the corner used to sing this at the end of the Seder, the Who Knows One, and by far my favorite tradition of Passover. You should try it. Try and compete. Really fun.
Ilu hotzianu mi Mitzrayim, hotzianu mi Mitzrayim dainu. Hey! Hey everyone! One of my favorite Passover memories is actually a memory that was shared with me by my mother. My Zaidi, my great-grandfather, who immigrated to New York from Russia, was the son of a cantor. And although I never had the opportunity to meet my Zaidi, my mother has shared with me reel-to-reel tape recordings of my Zaidi leading Passover Seder. He had a powerful voice that you could sense came from deep within his soul. I am told that my Zadie would get so into the Passover songs that he would bang on the table as he prayed, which you can even hear in the recordings. And all of the cups of wine would overflow, and the matzah on the plates would be flying into the air. He had a way of getting everyone at the table of all ages into the Seder, as they too would join in. These recordings that I have heard bring me closer to my heritage. They have shown me how Jewish music has been a source of faith and has helped carry on tradition through my family tree. Today, my family and I feel my grandparents and my great-grandparents with us at the table as we continue to sing the Passover songs. As my family would say, wishing you a Zisen Pesach.
My favorite Passover memory is making a Passover Jeopardy game for my family when I was a kid. I took a big poster board and I came up with a bunch of different questions and different categories and different amounts, and we always played the game at our Seder. It was so much fun. I just loved that holiday, and that was a big part of our Seder growing up. And it's something that when I started teaching religious school here at CBI, I taught some of the students and families how to make them. So I'm hoping that some students and families have their own Passover Jeopardy game that they now play at their Seders. Enjoy.
Memories of Passover. I have quite a few, to be honest. For starters, Passover in my house was quite the ordeal. First, we had to exchange all of the pots and pans and dishes and silverware and cups and you name it. We had a kosher home. So changing out these dishes wasn't something that just happened with the snap of our fingers. We had boxes upon boxes of our fleishik, our meat dishes and silverware, and then of course our dairy dishes. And so bringing in those boxes and then packing up all of our old stuff and putting them back into boxes and putting them all in the garage, that took almost a whole day in and of itself. But it was quite the event. It was almost as if we were moving. And then of course there was the incredible glimmer and shine of aluminum foil. That's right, aluminum foil. See, in our house, if we were concerned that, hey, maybe we might have missed a breadcrumb here or breadcrumb there, and if there was a surface that we ever ate on throughout the year, it got covered with aluminum foil. I think we may have kept the business of aluminum foil in business, especially during the holiday of Passover, with the amount of aluminum foil that was spread all over our kitchen, on every shelf, in every cabinet, in every part of the refrigerator. It was quite a sight to see. And then, of course, there was the actual setting up of the Seder tables. And in my house, we never had less than about 22, 24 people in our house. And I don't know about you, but we just don't have a table that is sitting every single day in our house that can accommodate 22, 24, 25 people. But we did have a ping pong table in our garage. So my father, myself, my brother, we would have to go, we have to close up this very heavy ping pong table, schlep it from the garage into the house, then of course clean it, open it up, and you would think, well, where's this thing gonna go? Well, there was only one place it could go at the time, and that was in our living room. And you would also think that after year after year after year of us having to move all the furniture to make room for the ping pong table and the kitchen table and the dining room table, that everybody would simply remember and know where all the furniture went. No, that's not what happened in our house. Every year we had to have some kind of plan of attack, as if it was the first year we were ever moving the furniture around so that we could make room for the Seder table. It all got done, but it was a challenge every single year. It was I think about it now, and I laugh about it, remembering. And then setting up a table for a Seder table with gefilte fish plates, soup plates, the silverware, the cups, the kiddush cups, the you name it. It was a huge event, just a huge event. The cooking never ending, and despite every single one of us in our family asking my mother, "Mom, can we help? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do?" None of us could do anything. You're doing it. Set the table, change the dishes, do the aluminum foil. So my mom did all the cooking from scratch. And when I mean from scratch, I mean she even made the egg noodles that went into the soup by frying up some eggs and then cutting it into strips. The matzo ball, the meats, the chicken. I mean, it was never ending. And how she got it all done, I'll never quite understand it. But she always did, and she always did it by herself. But if I had to think of one of my most fond memories of Passover, it would really have to be when I was super, super young, still living in New York. And my grandfather, my father's father, was an Orthodox rabbi. And when he was with us, he led those seders, sat at the head of the table. And I remember always at the after dinner, when all the dinner plates were cleaned up and we were getting ready to do that last part of the Seder, which included all the singing and everything, and we were on a fourth cup of wine, not to mention the Shlivovitz. I won't get into that. If you want to know what Shlivovitz is, look it up. You're not missing anything. But I would always end up sitting on my grandfather's lap at the head of the table, feeling so big, so proud that I was sitting at the head of the table and just singing all night those songs and harmonizing with everyone at the table. And I think about it now as I make this recording and sharing with you, and it really does. It brings back some incredible fond memories that I will always cherish. And I will take this opportunity now to wish each and every one of you a very happy Passover. I hope that you are all able and continue to make these incredible memories during these wonderful holidays. Even if it's hard work to get there, the end result is something like this, something that you will remember and cherish for life. So with that, I will say Chag Sameach and wishing you all a very, very happy Passover. Take care.